Hello, good afternoon, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to episode 10 of Vintage Matchbox Monday, late edition. I didn't get a chance to do my video yesterday as I was working all day, and when I got home my partner was a little bit under the weather, so I was too busy unfortunately, so I apologise for that. Hence this is called the late edition. But anyway, it is better late than never, so to speak, and we'll get straight into it. So we're going to be taking a look at not too many cars today. We're going to be taking a look at some more cars from the big box full of cars that I've mentioned in other previous videos. And we're going to be taking a look at some of the loose cars that I got in the great big box of cars. They weren't all sealed, they weren't all box condition. There was about 8 or 10 loose pieces. And we're going to get straight into it. And we're going to be taking a look at, and the first couple of pieces we're going to be taking a look at are from the, I don't remember what they're called now, they're from the Matchbox Super GT range that Universal Toy bought out, I think about 2 or 3 years after they bought Matchbox from Lesney. So we got one there, as you can see, and they were all, most of them were all based on earlier 70s castings. So basically the Matchbox Super GT line was basically models based on older castings from the 70s. They were first launched in about 1985 to about 1990, and basically all the cars, they all have black plastic bases, non-see-through solid plastic windows with no interior, and if they had any opening features they were cast shut. So they were a cheaper range. It was basically Universal's toy when they ran Matchbox. They were trying to basically, I suppose you could say, cheapen them up, you know, sort of type thing. And they weren't as popular as the older Matchbox, and they're still not as popular today as the older Matchbox or the, you know, but they have still got quite a following. There is quite a few of these castings that are quite rare. I know Tyrone from Building the Ultimate Matchbox Collection, he's got some quite nice examples of the GT, Super GT line. They all, as far as I'm aware of, had Super GT written on the base rather than the actual car. So this is a good example of one. This is in pretty good condition. It's what I like to call a survivor car, but this is a, so there you go. So basically Matchbox Super GT, Matchbox, and then it's got still says made in England, but these were being made, as far as I'm aware of, by Universal Toys, because Matchbox Lesney were pretty much finished with by about 80 to 82. They were pretty much done, and I know that Universal Toys took over in 82. So this would have been under the Universal Toy licensing as far as I'm aware of. But anyway, as you can see, it just says Super GT. But this car is based on the Maserati Bora. So as I said earlier, they just gave it a black, completely black, so it's a black plastic window that you can't see through. These don't have any interiors. The opening features are cast shut. But they're still a good looking car. They had suspension, funnily enough, even though these were cheaper. And it has the same features, but a lot lighter. But I have bought out, which I've shown before, the original example of what this was based on. So if we take a closer look at this, and then take a closer look at the original version, you can see that they have the same lights, the same exhaust, and even the same plate. It's taken from this casting. This was the original Maserati Bora. They did do it in other colours as far as I can remember. I know they definitely did this in a skinnier super fast wheel. This is the wide, larger super fast wheel version. Excuse me. But I do like this casting quite a lot. See, there you go, 72 copyright Lesney, super fast, and there is the opening feature. So on this one, they cast the doors shut. So that is what that one came from. So that is a Maserati Bora, has suspension, and still has suspension. So, and whereas this in box condition, you'll pay about £30 to £40 for this now, and there's other variations which are a little bit more. This, you can still get these, I think, in box condition, and you'll be paying about £8, so they're a lot cheaper. So pretty cool. And the second one from the Mini GT, or sorry, Super GTs line is this one. And again, in pretty good survivor condition. I have this car, funnily enough, in a green, I believe, as well as the orange. And I think I also have another one of these yellow ones. I think I've already got this one in my collection. But again, this isn't bad. Again, same deal. Solid black plastic window with no interior, and they do have suspension. Wheels on this one aren't so good on the back, but it does still roll. And this is based, if I remember rightly, on the Saab Sonnet, and would have had an opening feature there in yellow plastic. So pretty cool. There we go, let's have a little look. So there you go, Matchbox. Yeah, Mini Super GT. I keep wanting to say Mini GT, and I have its original counterpart here. And here is the original Saab Sonnet, and as you can see, a lot heavier. Again, has a suspension, and there is the opening feature. And this is actually one that I restored about a year ago now, as it was quite tatty, and the restoration on this turned out really quite nice. The screen was really had two really big scores down it, which I did try to get out, but it took a lot of sanding with wet and dry and going through the grades. But it is a lot better than it used to be, but it had a complete restore. So there you go, the original. So Matchbox Super Fast, there we go, to Saab Sonnet, made in England, 1973. So there is its counterpart. There is the newer, cheaper version. So that's the only ones of them I'm going to show today. We're going to be taking a look now at, I'm just going to have a little look, it is this. And again, I've got this, actual fact, I've got one of these in actual box condition, but I just thought I'd show the one that I got from the actual box full. So it is the Matchbox, here we go, Matchbox Super Fast, and it is the dump truck. And it is based on the Caterpillar, or the Cat dump truck. I think the other one I've got of this somewhere actually has Cat written on it somewhere. I'm just trying to think where it was written to, but I'm sure it had Cat written on the truck. But again, this isn't in too bad a condition. Still rolls nice, nice heavy casting, very solidly made. So pretty cool. And like I said, when I was a kid, I had one of these, and these were the ones that used to get hurled at your other siblings. And I can remember I was quite into the construction, so I had like a little miniature mud patch in my garden, and I think my original one of these got buried in the garden, I think. But anyway, pretty cool nonetheless. And then the last piece we're going to be showing is this. It is the very unusual looking Matchbox series number 75 Alpha Carabo. But anyway, made in England, 1970 copyright. And again, I've got this I've actually got this in a different colour. I will try and dig it out if you just bear with me. No, I can't find it. It must be packed away. I thought it was to hand. This desk has got two big drawers in it and a great big side drawer, and I keep cars that I work on in the first top drawer, and I've got other old vintage pieces in the cupboard, and I thought it was to hand because I know I had to straighten the wheel out on it, but no, it's not. But again, this is in reasonably good condition. It's almost bordering play worn, but it's not too bad. I've seen worse. But again, this does come in other variation colours. I just can't remember the colours. I didn't do my research on this one, but it is pretty cool. So that is the Alfa Romeo Caribo. Oh, I can't pronounce that. But anyway, that is today's video. So we'll put out the pieces that are today's cars. So we just take it back. Oh, sorry, wrong button. There we go. So that is, and there's its counterparts, and we'll just stick that big one back there. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more unboxings, vintage pieces, customs, wheel swaps, challenge videos, and all that good stuff to come. I am going to be doing another video this afternoon, or this evening shall I say. I am going to be doing a video on this. I've got a really cool set of wheels picked out, so I will be doing a wheel swap on this, so stay tuned for that. And with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching.